Nothing now. Mirror affect me 'cause I imagine me in a place. No security there. I'm really happy 'cause I imagine me letting go of all the hurt you hurt me. 'Cause maybe you did deserve me. Lord, you imagine me. To thoughts that try to control me. Remembering all you told me. Lord, can you imagine me? I'm saying it. Did what my daddy did it. I wanna live and not breathe the pain again. Imagine me being free, trusting you totally. Finally, I can imagine me. I admit it was hard to see you being in love with someone like me. Finally, I can imagine me. Finally, won't break me down. Imagine this time around. Can you imagine me in the world? Because of your love is gone away. Can you imagine me? Another chance. I'll breathe that page again. Imagine me being free. Trusting you totally. Finally, I can imagine me. I admit it was hard to see you being in love with someone like me. But finally, I can imagine me. Hello, hello, hello. How are y'all today? Ooh, so today has been it's been a day. um Today's topic is learning how to adapt. This is the second I guess this is the second lesson that I learned from watching Sonic. If you haven't seen the Sonic movie, I'm sorry if I'm telling you the movie, but I still encourage you to go see it for yourself. I always feel like people should, watch things and go through things for themselves instead of, just going on what somebody else says, because how one person feels might not be how you feel. So watch the movie for yourself. You might feel a different way than I feel. Um, but let me introduce myself. If you don't know me, I'm Letitia, owner of Nikki U, a clothing line. Um, I am a life coach. I am a women's activist. I am just adding on the belts. I'm about to have all the belts, you know what I'm saying? The world's greatest. Let me stop. But yeah, what I learned from Sonic was learning how to adapt. First Sonic, he had to learn how to adapt by leaving his home and going somewhere new, and he had to do that all by himself as a kid. um it was hard for him at first, leaving behind, you know the ones that the one that he loved, the one that raised him, but for his safety, it was something that he had to do. Um, you know, that's how Sonic adapted in the movie. Also, the guy that befriended him, he adapted by, it was just he was used to it just being him and his wife. And then, towards the end, he didn't really want to help him, but he did it anyways because he knew that was the right thing to do. And he partially felt guilty. So he helped him. And towards the end of the movie, they became friends. And he took they took him in as family. Like, so these characters, they all had to adapt to different things throughout the movie. And before I go deep into that, I just want to, throw out uh some facts here because I started a movement called I-wont-stay-silent, which you can donate to through GoFundMe. I put in the links. Also, I made this this poncho. Is very warm and soft. If you like to purchase that, you can also purchase it through the link that I put in there in the description for my store. Um, but here are some facts. That medical error is the third leading cause of death in the US behind, I think it's like HIV and cancer. So it's like the people that we are depending on to help us are basically the main reason a lot of us are dying. More than 250,000 people die in the US every year from medical error. And it's probably more than that, but they were saying in the article how they don't put medical error on the death certificate like they should. So it's hard to, really get an accurate number. So that just got me thinking, like, people have been treating me like I like, I don't know what's happening to my body. Like, these doctors can't be wrong. Like, if the doctors say something, then it's automatically right. When it's facts, they say these doctors are not always right. They machines are not always right. And people are dying every day because of medical error. But here I am trying to find somebody to believe in me, to help me, and nobody will help me. They would rather label me as, I don't know, crazy or ignorant, or just make me feel like it just got to be something else other than what I'm saying. But I just had to throw that out there. Like I said, my movement, I-wont-stay-silent. I started that because it's just so many women that are suffering in silence because doctors are not doing their jobs. They're not putting in the effort to help people. They're not putting in the effort to learn new things, especially about the women's body, to help improve, the way they're able to heal and cure, certain things that women go through. So the proceeds from what is sold off of my store and what I get through donations, I'm going to donate 10% of the overall sales to WAR, which is Women at Risk, um, because they believe in what I believe in, helping women. And they help women that are in bad situations, abusively. They help women that are survivors, of human trafficking and so on. So, yeah, if you can help, donate or, purchase something, put me to work. I believe in working, earning, you know, my keep as they say. So put me to work. Also through that website, you can book me if you would like to get a custom outfit, whatever. Just hit me up. But learning to adapt. I told you all the ways how the characters were learning how to adapt throughout the movie. And as I was searching for something in the Bible to, you know, go along with the topic, I found 7 different verses in the Bible about adapting. But one that stood out the most to me was First Corinthians chapter 9, 19 through 20. And I'm gonna read that to you real quick. And it says, though I am free and I belong to no one, I have made myself a slave to everyone to win as many as possible. To the Jews, I became like a Jew to win the Jews. To those under the law, I became like one under the law, though I myself am not under the law, so as to win those under the law. So basically, you know, to be a good soldier for God, you have to learn to adapt. It's like being a spy. A spy, you know, they adapt to their surroundings. If the agency want them to pretend like they Russian, they go learn the language, they go dye their hair, they go learn, all the slang and all the little hand movements or whatever they need to learn so that people will think they're native Germans. God is asking you to be a spy. Be a spy for God. He wants you to learn how to adapt to different situations and different people in order to get close to them and bring them closer to Him. A lot of believers have not mastered that. It's hard to master that. I can say that. Especially if you're never been through a certain situation to, I guess, to try to, I don't know, like pretend like you're one of them. It can be hard. It's like if you've never been homeless, how can you you know, sit here and talk to these homeless people about being homeless. They gonna say, we ain't got nothing in common. You ain't never been homeless, or you ain't never lived in the hood. How can you tell me about anything when you ain't never experienced those things? And no matter how much you want to have this connection, you don't, because you don't have that experience. I was talking with my all the things that Black people have to go through on a daily basis. I was telling her how I dated this dude and the cops killed him. She asked me, did the police go to jail? Was there a court case? I was like, they don't do that stuff for Black people. They get paid vacation until they feel like everybody has calmed down and forgotten about it. That's how we're treated. And nobody can understand that unless they go through it. But they're not going through it. So how can they possibly say they understand? How can they, you know, how can they help the right way? I never understood my life journey until now. God is teaching me how to adapt in different situations. He's like, no matter what situation you go through, whether you have it or you don't, just stay humble and keep me first, and I keep guiding you. But it can be hard going through the tough stuff, living in the hood, sleeping in your car, staying in a homeless shelter. The last one I stayed in was not that bad. It was like staying in a hotel. But the one before that, that I stayed in like downtown Nashville, was horrible. I would have, somebody that had never been in a shelter before, it felt like prison. They limited you on what you could bring in. You had to go through a metal detector. They patting you down. You can only take a shower when they told you to take a shower. You had to change beds every night. They didn't give you no pillow. Gave you this tiny little blanket with the air blast and people getting sick, spreading it around the whole. It was horrible. And if you wasn't there by a certain time, they wouldn't allow you in. After a while, I got fed up. I was like, I would rather sleep in my car. At least I can just go to the gym and take a shower, and I ain't got to worry about, all this extra stuff that I got to go through just to go in here and sleep in the bed. And they telling you to hold on to your belongings so people won't steal it. I might as well just sleep in my car. I just adapt to my situation. And know this is temporarily. I won't have to sleep in my car for long. And I didn't. But it was scary trying to find somewhere to sleep, cops being called on you because you're sleeping in the parking lot. Yes, I've had the cops called on me because I'm sleeping. Not because I'm doing anything wrong, because I'm sleeping in my car. I have nowhere else to go. It's crazy what you can go through and people not know, people not care. And then people treat you bad. It's like because you was blessed to have it good, you have the nerve to look down on me because you have somebody to help you raise your kid. You think I'm less of a parent because I don't have somebody to help me raise mine. Because you lucked up and got a job that pays you this good money to have this nice house and nice car. You want to look down upon me because nobody wants me the opportunity to have a good job like that so I can secure myself and my daughter. But, you know, you just have to adapt to what life gives you and keep it moving. I know I'm going to come out of this. This storm won't last forever. It's all temporarily. And no matter how much I want to have fear about what might come in that storm, it's no point of being scared. I was so scared about losing this stuff in my apartment that I worked so hard to get. But it's just stuff. If I died tomorrow, I wouldn't be able to take it with me anyways. So it's just stuff. Yes, it would be hard starting all over again. Have to invest in a lot of this stuff all over again. But if I've done it once, I can do it again. And that's what the lessons of life is about. God taking you through different situations so you can learn how to overcome them so that if for some reason you end up back in that situation, you just like, I've been through this, I beat this, I can beat it again. One day you homeless, the next day you're a multimillionaire. Be careful how you treat people. You never know who you might need. You never know who might be your boss. Be careful with the words that come out of your mouth because you might regret them. They might make you put your foot in your own mouth. Well, they say if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. Cause karma, she know how to come back and get you. I don't I don't hate you. I'm not angry. And I'm not plotting anything. Cause God knows my heart. God knows I was just following his commands. And he gonna take care of those who did wrong against me. And he just told me to stay humble and get ready for where he about to take me. Cause I'm about to go somewhere I've never been before. So I'm gonna have to learn how to not become a new person, but adapt to the situation. Somebody asked me one time, regardless how you feel. But it's nothing wrong with adapting to your situation, growing to hmm, might seem similar to something you have been through in the past. I believe that it should at least be given a chance to prove itself. I know how it feels to not be given a chance to be able to prove yourself. Here I am trying to market myself, promote myself. And although people keep telling me over and over how much they like the stuff that I make, how much I should, put my stuff online so people can buy it, I adapted to these people. You know, I've started adding stuff to my store, more stuff that I've made so they can see the stuff that I've made, but I'm also on a budget. So it's like most of the stuff I'm making right now is stuff that's already been in my closet. Like this poncho that I made, it's scraps from Malia's Halloween costume and the scarf that I made somebody. And I put it together and made this poncho. I'm trying to prove myself. I'm trying to do what needs to be done so that people would give me a chance to prove myself as a designer. But people don't want to give me a chance. They would rather stick to what they know, even if they do like my stuff better. They're just like, I like your stuff, but I'm gonna just stick to this designer because, I've been shopping with this designer for years. I noticed that people don't even look at the quality of the garments when they shop with designers. They just buy it because of the name. I actually, I don't know, it's because I'm a designer. I go in and I look at like detail, like how it's sewn, look at the threading, all of that. And I be like, I can make that. And people paying this much for it. But then when I say, you know, I want this for this, oh, you charging too much. But they over there is charging way more and giving you less quality. But yet you still choose them. Will you take the challenge and learn how to adapt to something new? I know it might be scary. I know it might feel like, you know, I gotta leave out of my comfort zone, what I'm used to, and try something new that may or may not work. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it may work, because I don't know. But at least you took the chance. Once you take that chance, there's no regrets. You can't be angry later like I shoulda, coulda, woulda, because you took the chance. And whether I become a big designer or not, I won't be mad later on down the line, wondering what would life be like if I did or didn't take the chance. If I would have tried this, tried that, because I took every chance that was given to me. I adapted to every situation that was put before me. Oh my gosh, my spine hurt, you guys. So I challenge you to adapt to a new situation. It's going to be scary. It's going to be new. But it might just change your life for the good. Yeah, I got to get glasses. I went to an eye doctor today. You see them prices? Can y'all see that? The frames, 114. These are the lens prices right here. The cheapest one is $60. So the cheapest that I could get is $170 for glasses. Well, I told him I'll come back. Oh, I just gotta go a little long without glasses, I guess. Well, at least I got proof to take to, the doctor when I kept telling them that my vision been getting bad. I got proof that I need glasses. But take the chance. I know you used to this way of life that you live in. You comfortable with it. But if you take the new challenge, you might just become, Superman. The ultimate superhero. Yes. Cause I'm already Wonder Woman and they about to give me the glasses, so that's gonna be my secret identity when I put on my glasses. Let me stop. I told you I like superheroes, so I always gotta throw them in there somewhere. Yeah. Well, thank you for joining me today. Try something new. I dare you. A triple dog dare you. Try something new. It's going to change your life. You won't regret it. I promise. I promise you won't regret it. Even if it don't work out, I promise you won't regret it. You won't. Scouts honor. Let me stop. But yeah, you learn something from it. And you might just win big. It's like playing the lottery. Y'all play that lottery knowing that you throwing $2 here down the drain, $5 down the drain. But you hoping that one day that $10 might turn into 10,000. Or that $1 might turn into 1,000,000. You still take the chance on that, knowing that your odds of winning is slim to none. So take a chance on something good in your life, something that's trying to help you grow in the right direction. Become a superhero and not a supervillain. So I'll see y'all tomorrow if God is willing to allow me to see another day. I love y'all. Peace. God is good all the time.